It's about how music affects your exercise. So how many of you guys exercise regularly? Yeah, most of you. And how many of you guys listen to music while you work out? Yeah, most people. I mean, like when you're going to the gym, you're always thinking about grabbing like 3 things, like your phone, your headphones, and some water maybe. So today I'm going to be telling you guys like why everyone decides to listen to music when they work out. And there is like a real reason why. So I mean, like I listen to music every time I work out. I find that like really helps me, can get me in the right mood, get me pumped up and ready to work out. So just lately, I mean, I was wondering like why it helps me so much. So I decided to research it, and I found out that there's a bunch of ways why it affects you, but there's 3 main ways. The first one is dissociation, which means that like music can narrow your focus. So like when you're running on the treadmill, instead of thinking about how tired you are, like how much your legs hurt, you're just kind of narrowing in and focusing on the music. The second one is arousal regulation, which means that music alters your emotional and physiological state. So like music can make you happy or sad or pumped up, angry, whatever. And the last one is synchronization, which means that when music is repetitive, and it like synchronizes with your exercise, it can help make you have like more endurance, like a longer workout, because you kind of go with the beat of the music. So the first one is dissociation. You can see like in the picture, it's just like a guy running, but he's just always thinking about is just the music. So dissociation is effective dissociation can actually promote and heighten positive moods such as happiness, which reduces like your fears or negative feelings. And there's a study done by Karagiorfis and Terry in 1999 that said there's actually a 10% reduction in perceived exertion on a treadmill due to the dissociation theory. Arousal regulation. Music alters emotional and physiological arousal, which makes it a good tool to use before like a competitive match or training. So like you can see like all these pro athletes, every time like before a game, they're always listening to music, or even sometimes while they're doing it. So like, and also the type of music you're listening to like really helps you. So like when you're cooling down, you want to listen to like soothing music, like slow, kind of soft music. And then when you're trying to get like pumped up, you listen to upbeat, fast music and like loud music. So like an example is Dame Kelly Holmes. She's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Every time, right, like her like pre-routine workout, every time she listens to Alicia Keys, and that like she says it really helps her. It makes her think of like her childhood, and like it really calms her down. So and the last one, synchronization. Like it has a lot to do with like the tempo of the music. So like when you're running, every like step you take is like with the beat. It actually it leads to like prolonged performance and endurance, and you use your energy more efficiently, which means that you use less oxygen. So like example of that, there's an Ethiopian distance runner, Haile Selassie, and he's set like a ton of world records. And each time he set a record, he actually listens to a song. It's called Scatman. And they did like a little study on it. And every like stride that he takes matches like exactly with the beat, and it works for him. He's like set a ton of world records. And another example is Zumba. Like you guys all know, like the fitness classes. Like the whole thing about that is to go with the music, and that works for a ton of people. Helps them lose a lot of weight. So that's my presentation. I hope that next time you guys decide to work out, grab your pair of headphones.